no hip hop band is really like doing that, you know.
You have been in music for quite some time. In what way was it possible for you to challenge yourself music-wise into these new things happening?
Well, to challenge myself,
Yeah, music-wise as a drummer.
I'm always searching for different sounds, different ways to approach, you know, certain sections, certain things. I think that with, in the case of Cypress, you know, playing on something that's kind of already there, a lot of times also with the DJ and whatnot, I want to keep what I do fresh without it being tiring to me, because I'm the one that's playing it, you know. So I like to try different things, and that's how I think I keep myself motivated in it. And I also look at the DJ as like an instrumentalist too, so we feed back off of one another. So that's also another thing that's kind of refreshing and inspiring.
Yeah. And Cypress Hill has produced a lot of albums in the past almost 20 years, I guess. Do you still have the feeling that as a band you still have as much connection with the scene that you came from as when Cypress Hill just started in the late 80s, begin 90s?
I mean, do I see a difference between how Cypress Hill is, or?
Yeah, as well, but maybe the connection with the people and the scene where you all came from, is that still the same, or did it?
You know, I think that all in all, the essence is the same. The foundation is the same. But I just think in the direction where it's at right now, it's not the same in using those values. I think the times of early hip hop of like, you know, 80s, even the, you know, 90s, mid 90s, you know, that really, all those groups that were out, they really had their own sound, and every one of them were known in their way, you know, and no one was copying one another. It was all, you know, very distinctive sounds. And now you can't really tell who's who and what's what sometimes.
Does it bother you?
In a way, it bothers me because it's like I really don't get that inspiration from it. You know, I'm coming from a different school. I'm coming from back then seeing hip hop grow and being a part of it, and wanting to see hip hop evolve, you know, as a genre, and not get stuck into a rut of, you know, just, you know, easy money. And you have a lot of these groups out there that are doing this type of stuff. They don't tour, they don't come out here, they don't take it to the stage, and if they do, it's horrible. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, that part of it does kind of bother me, but it is what it is. It can only bother me to a certain extent.
So maybe it's the American hip hop scene came to a sort of a standstill in the past couple of years, you think? Because everybody is doing the same?
I don't know about the standstill, but it's not. But there isn't so much a standout. You know, there's not that rapper that's saying, "Oh shit," you know. I mean, there's good rappers and there's good MCs, there's good producers and stuff, but I don't think that there's really a standout. And that was the thing, you know. I mean, back in the day, you know, you had standout producers, standout lyricists, standout, you know, b-boys. You had all of that. So, like I said, that part of it is not there. So, you know, I don't really know.
Okay. But is Cypress Hill, do you feel that you still are standing out above?
You know, we're very, very much keeping our ear to the streets, and I think that with this album, we did experiment with certain things that, you know, we hadn't done before in the past, and I think that we're trying to show our evolution, show where we're going, you know, to keep out there, you know. Someone was saying the other day to me that, yo, you know, you guys play for an hour and 30 minutes. So, you know, no hip hop band is really like doing that, you know. And you're making it fun. You're making different things going on in there, whatever. And I think that as long as you're having fun and you're doing that, then I think that we still have something really to say.
Okay. Yeah, because hip hop music in the past has always been some sort of outlet for the youth. Do you think as Cypress Hill you still fulfill that part in maybe in the life of young people? To be an outlet in all kinds of different ways?
I don't know really. I mean, I don't know if I'm the right person to ask about it, but I mean, I don't know. I think everybody has their own opinions on that. For me, I had to just be I would have to be cautious.